a story.
Sadie likes to make boats out of boxes.
Some
I do.
just haven't been written yet.
I see ballerina. Yeah.
At this Atlanta bookstore, the kids can't hold back their excitement.
You tacky and vaguely round monstrosity.
Their imagination captivated
May I have a cookie, please?
by today's guest reader.
My name is Edie Cheeseburger, and I am a drag queen. Does anybody know what a drag queen is? No?
You are looking swell, Manny.
It's usually adults listening to Edie.
Wow, how's everybody doing tonight? How's that chicken finger?
Taking in the racy drag show in Buckhead. But Edie is now flipping the script,
Oh, there's more.
keeping a PG performance for younger crowds
Look at all the cookies, you guys. Who in here likes cookies?
while sharing a story they've never heard before
I will pinch you and make you cry, Rock Warrior.
in more ways than one.
I think it's a really great step to kind of normalize it for children. Are you not entertained?
Parents seem to agree.
When I was a kid, I didn't know anybody who was like openly LGBT, and I think it's, really wonderful that young kids who are growing up now can sort of grow up just understanding, different types of people.
When nights are black and when days are gray, you'll be brave and bright, so no shadows can stay.
A moment of brightness in a dark world. And if that's progressive, then I'm here for that.
This new chapter in Edie's life,
She's not inside the box at all.
helping imprint new lessons
I'm not here to push some weird agenda or whatever. I'm here to entertain.
on anyone willing to just sit
Turkeys are silly.
and listen.
I get to be the better version of myself, and I get to reach out and tell my story and touch a lot of people's lives. Hopefully, going forward, people are more open-minded and they're less afraid to ask questions about people who are different. When I look at you and you look at me, I wonder what wonderful things you will be.
A character in a real-life story.
Thank you guys for being such a good audience.
With a twist ending few saw coming.
You guys are awesome. Do you enjoy that?
In Atlanta, I'm Adam Harding, CBS 46 News. With every passing hour, Hurricane Irma is inching closer. And in Bainbridge,
Just stuffed them up against under there.
it's a countdown to save pieces of history.
Our history goes way back in the 1800s.
A downtown on full display, not unlike what's inside the local museum.
We didn't board up. We hope we'll be okay.
We met Jacob Polsky as he sat outside Sunday, warning families where to seek shelter.
We just wanted to make sure everybody passing through knew where they could go. It's not too hard on us to offer that. We've talked to a couple of people about power, and that's kind of a big concern.
The storm only recently began tracking this far west. Not many businesses are secured. Still, all are hoping they're not blown away.
I still feel prepared for myself. I'd say I'm concerned for others that maybe they didn't. I think everybody kind of thought, have food and water for a couple of days, but, should we be out of power, I'm concerned that others might not have prepped for that many days.
It's like a waiting game. You don't know what it's big or when it's coming.
Alicia Goss and her family are spending the night at the Decatur County Coliseum.
This is our first time experiencing something like this, and it's not that bad, but it's pretty okay.
They're sitting, waiting, under the hum and glow of the gymnasium lights.
I know she was telling me today, she told me that, Irma has already, got all the water from out of the Bahamas. I never know for a hurricane to do anything like that. So just knowing that she is a really strong, storm and capable of things like that, we just don't know what to expect. We really don't know. Probably won't sleep tonight. I probably won't. So I hope she took a nap today because she's going to have to keep me up.
As the winds pick up along Tybee Island,
we have a beautiful beach,
a moment of peace for Anthony Stevenson.
It's not that bad yet, but it's going to get bad.
It's not exactly the calm before the storm.
hope for the best, you know, that nothing go wrong.
You got it, Glenn.
At the sandbar,
That's her.
the boards are going up
You want to come to me a little?
as Irma inches closer.
We're staying here. We're going to ride this thing out.
Riding the storm out on Tybee. I wouldn't stay. If it was a good Category 3 or a Category 4, I would not, or above, I wouldn't stay on this island.
Jay Altman and his friends working nonstop to prepare for whatever comes their way.
Jason, how many sheets of plywood do you think you put up the last couple of days?
At least 100.
At least 100.
In downtown Savannah, the signs are clear. Irma isn't a welcome guest.
You got another handicap coming to you, Spain.
We found a line of school buses pulling into the Civic Center early Saturday, ready to evacuate thousands to Augusta.
This life or death situation. Everybody's saying that Irma going the other way, but it could always, turn back and hit us. So they're being safe than sorry.
Where I get some water to some of the buses?
They're stocking up on water for their trip.
I'm gonna bring you one more, okay?
Might as well be safe. Ain't no need trying to ride it out in the house.
Cephas Powell didn't hesitate at the chance to head north.
I don't want to see this town go down like Houston went down, a couple of weeks ago now? And that's what I'm worried about.
The latest tracking has the storm moving away from the coast. The governor announcing contraflow on I-16 is no longer needed.
One thing about hurricanes, they're unpredictable.
For now, those who chose to stay can only wait and watch.
Water camera at the Dome there. CBS 46's Adam Harding brings you the sights and sounds and a look back at some of the Dome's biggest moments.
It's a monster of a send-off.
I've never been to Atlanta.
And for Todd LeDuc,
and I love to go fast,
his first drive in the Georgia Dome will also be his last.
I want to put on the best show I can. I want to say that I was the last person to win here and go home and just always have that memory in my mind.
He's a gearhead revving his engine, literally jumping for joy ahead of this weekend's final show at the city's iconic stadium.
I don't think it is scary at all. I've had moments where I'm sitting there going, should I do it? No, don't do it. Oh, maybe that'd be kind of cool. You'd be a hero if you did do it. So, no, I've had those moments, but I never shut my eyes.
Everyone knows it's the last weekend ever in the Georgia Dome.
This will be Keith Jones' third time hosting the show in Atlanta.
It's going to be a big weekend.
He's hoping the stadium goes out with a bang.
It's a very special moment for everyone that's going to be here, from the fans down to the drivers.
It's hard to believe that after 25 years, the Georgia Dome is closing up for good. For more than 2 decades, it has been an institution here in downtown Atlanta. A lot of us probably think it's home to the Atlanta Falcons, but in all of its time being here, it has hosted so much more. We went back to the archives and found the finishing touches being put on the Dome's roof. 16 years later, a twisting tornado tested it. Fans were sent running. Who could forget Hollywood dreamers camping outside to be rock stars? Or when real rock stars took to the stage. And can anyone forget this sight?
What do you think? Whoa!
25 years of history, now one last show for the iconic Georgia Dome.
It is going to be a pretty magical moment. Right now it's not setting in that, after 25 years, the building's being shut down and nothing else is going to be performed here.
In Atlanta, I'm Adam Harding, CBS 46 News. It's the kind of Georgia small town where you just know everyone. And at the tiny home, welcoming you to Grammy and Pops.
Let me share with you. My Bible is marked up.
There's a local pastor turning heads. Meet Horace Sheffield.
I'm an ordained Baptist preacher.
Who at 88 just graduated college for the first time.
I walked on the stage, I got a standing ovation. You just have to be there.
Horace finished high school in the 40s. He tried college in the 60s, but life got in the way.
There me and her are up there.
He was married young and gave everything he had to his wife, Bernice.
We were married 68 years. She had Alzheimer's. I was pastor of Fredonia Congregationalist Church. I resigned to take care of my wife.
He lost her 5 years ago and turned to the only thing he knew, his faith.
And I read a section out of each day. We might have a personal relationship with him.
Which, wouldn't you know, is what brought the two together all those years ago.
Here's a woman that turned me down to go to a movie, turned me down to go to a ball game, but she went with me to church.
Horace still preaches at the local church, and 2 years ago, he had an idea. He wanted to finally finish his college degree and get it in religion. It just seemed to make sense.
A piece of paper didn't mean that much to me back then. But when I started this last time, I started with determination of getting my diploma, and I've got it.
Here's the catch. He did it all online, because why make things easy?
Had you ever used a computer before signing up for the online class?
No.
You had never used a computer?
No, and I still haven't.
He wrote or scribbled every paper by hand.
A lot of my papers was past experiences.
Jesus willingly submitted.
And his neighbor graciously typed it all out for him to turn in.
When he approached me about going back to school, I thought I could do no less.
Amanda Brannock didn't finish college either, but she saw it as a chance to help and to learn.
It was all worth it. I'm happy.
It made me feel good. I'd accomplished something.
The two now share this really unique bond.
And thank you is not enough.
And as he nears 89, that may be as important to Horace as this piece of paper that shows he's a college graduate.
It's wonderful to have God and know that God is the God of all comfort.
I'm Adam Harding, CBS 46 News. By the time the sun finally rose over the Georgia Dome, the party had already started.
I mean, better than a normal Monday morning, I guess.
It's pretty cool, and it's a lot better than school.
I have a lot of good memories there, but, you know, it's sad to see it go. But
they waited.
I just want to see it fall down, and I think it's going to be cool.
With excitement.
I just want to see an explosion.
It's been such just an iconic piece of Atlanta.
It's sad to see it go, but it's also cool to see a once-in-a-lifetime thing happen where you can see a building go down.
For the final countdown.
Do we get a countdown? Has anybody been to an implosion before?
To say goodbye.
Hold it. I thought we got a 2-minute warning. Save the dome.
To their beloved stadium.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Whoa. Whoa. Holy smokes. Oh, my God.
Oh, amazing. Oh, that is amazing.
Unbelievable.
It just went.
From across the city.
I actually think I'm a large child.
The sounds of cameras clicking, capturing history.
The sun was blaring.
Yeah, the sun.
But you know, it was worth it.
Day.
It was definitely worth coming out for it.
Yeah. If you didn't come out, you missed it.
Look at that.
It took seconds for the dome to come crumbling down.
Look how much smoke there is.
25 years of memories. Gone.
Wow, that is so cool.